There is a huge problem out in the world, and that is violent conflict, especially war. And there is a solution set in the form of startups and venture capital that has not been applied toward that huge problem. And so that begs to be done, can be done, can be done well, can make investors lots of returns, and maybe, just maybe, not everywhere all at once, but maybe somewhere one time we can make the world a little more peaceful. Maybe we can show what's possible. For me, as wonderful and as purposeful as my previous chapter was as a founder, doing some entrepreneurial work in places like India, another decade as a traditional venture capital investor, but investing in places like Israel. But the revelation for me a few years ago was most of this industry is using people to make money. When in fact, I think it should be the opposite way around. It should be using money to serve people. So I left that in order to pursue the North Star of using venture capital to serve human beings. When I look at where human beings need to be served, where this toolkit can be most impactful, the vast majority of solutions are top down. It's United Nations, it's governments, it's nonprofits, it's NGOs, which is fine. And there's a lot of good humanitarian work that's done, but there's a lot that doesn't reach the ground. Venture capital and startups are not top down, they're bottom up. They don't presume to know the answer, they ask the question and then experiment. Defense tech is an interesting precedent of war catalyzing innovation. In a way, peace tech can be thought of as a subset or a precursor to defense tech. Far better than spending lots of money inventing new and ever more deadly drones is to try to spend money preventing the war from happening in the first place. I also look at climate tech as a precedent. 20 years ago, it almost didn't exist. It went by different terms, and it was greeted with a lot of skepticism. But today, it's worth, depending on your estimate, $30 to $50 billion. I think peace tech can follow that. We've seen these ecosystems born before out of nothing. We see that happen when there's a big problem and a novel solution. Let's show what is possible so that other people can take inspiration from it and we can build an ecosystem around this very nascent concept of peace tech.